Hello everyone, welcome to Any Signature. Welcome to another online tutorial. If you are new on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you can receive my videos whenever I upload a new one. And to the returning subscriber, thank you for checking in again. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this simple turban with organza as the ruffle. So watch to the end to know how to make the design. Is divided into two main parts. We have the turban cap, the round band turban cap, and also we have the ruffle design. And these are the materials needed. We have the scuba here, we have organza, we have needle and thread, we have scissors, then we also have tape. For the scuba, 1 yard, then for the organza you either use between 1 yard or half yard. So for the body of the turban, I have this 23 inches by 23 inches, 23 inches length by 23 inches wide. That's for the body of the turban. For the band, I have this for the turban 4.5 inches by 23 inches, 4.5 inches by 23 inches long. For the organza, I have this 6.5 inches width by 58 inches long. I actually use the length of the fabric itself. It comes in 58, 59 or roughly 60. So I'm using the whole length. All I just did is to cut 6.5, then I used the whole length of it. So I cut it out in two. I have it 2 pieces. So if you want a fuller ruffle, maybe more than mine, you can cut in 3 pieces, but I'm using 2 pieces. To start with the body of the turban, I want a full body pleated turban. So all I did was just to mark 1.5 from the beginning of the fabric here. I checked on 1.5 inches, then I marked, then 1.5 inches, and I marked. So the gap between each line, I've actually done some. So the gap between each line, so I have marked some lines on it. So it's just for you to mark 1.5 inch, then you rule. That's all I did. Then I rule. So I'll place my tape rule again, 1.5 inches here. So I'll just check for 1.5 inches again. So that was what I did from the beginning of the fabric over here, and that's what I will do to the end of the fabric here. So I'll mark for 1.5 inches, then I'll notch it, then use a straight ruler to rule it over. So I have finished with the ruling of the 1.5 inches. Then all I will do is, well, if you don't want to use 1.5 inches, you can use 2 inches as your spacing. It is still okay. So after this, the next thing I will do is I will start picking the lines one by one. Then I will stitch with the machine. I'll start from the beginning, pick from here, then I will stitch from one end to another end here. After that, I will go to the next line, pick, stitch from one end to the next line, pick the next line, stitch, pick the next line, stitch from one end to the other end till I exhaust all the lines there. So I am done with it. Here as a back, this is where I stitch, holding it down, then I stitch from one end to another end, and this will be the fine side. Can you see? This will be the fine side of it. So here is my band. I'll fold it to 2, making the wrong side to be inside them, folding the right side to be outside. Then this is the right side of this is the wrong side. try stitch. So this is the right side. So the next thing I'll do is I'll place the right side here that I've folded of the band to meet the right side of this. So right side is facing the right side. So I will just hold down with pin and arrange properly, stitch from one end to the other end here. I will not need to notch because they are equal. If one is not equal, then I will have to notch, but since they are equal, I'll just hold down with pin, then stitch from one end to the other end here, the other end here. So now I am done attaching the band to the body of the turban, and then I'll set it aside just this way before I do any other thing on it. I'll pick my organza, fold into two. I'll check for the right part, the right side and the wrong. So I'll fold it in this way. This is my right side, this is the wrong side outside. I'll fold it into two, then I will stitch from one end to the last end. I'll stitch, then I will turn it out after stitching. I'll do that for this and for the second one. So after turning, stitching and turning, I've stitched it and I've turned it. I have it this way. The next thing I'll do is I'll pick the turban, this one. So I'll fold it into two just this way. I want to get the middle, so I will just choke the middle, this way, then I'll open it up. This is where I choked. So I have to wait to make the ruffle. Instead I run a loose stitch from the beginning of this to the end of this. After running a loose stitch, I drag, then I just put. The second method is a full pleated form on, and I'll be doing the second method first before I do the loose stitch on, because I'll be going with the loose stitch on for my final look. But you can pick out of any of the two the one you want to just make your own turban. So here it is. Pick your needle and thread, then tack, secure the end here this way. I'm securing the end. After securing the end, then pick this. Remember, this is where we notched, just here. So I'm going to fold this way, and then I make sure that my joining is at the middle. I have placed it at the middle, so I'll still maintain the middle so that this my front view is not joined, and then the join part is at the middle at the back. So I'll fold it this way. This is where I notch. I'll just move like half an inch after the notch part. I'll move a bit. I'm moving it forward just a bit after the notch part. So I'll move it half an inch after the notch part. Then I will start on top of the band. I'll start up on top of the band, then I'll pass my needle and thread from the back this way. Then I'll pass down again this way. Then after that, I'll fold like this, just like I'm forming a pleat. Just fold a little on top of this way. Can you see it? Just fold as if you want to form a pleat this way. Just fold. So that's the way we'll be folding all through. Then I'll pass my needle and thread back up. Then I will use it to hold. This is my second pleat. Then I'll pass it back inside to secure it. Then I'll pass it back out before I now form my pleat again. I'll form a pleat again this way. So I'll use my needle and thread to hold the plate down this way, then pass it back in this way. You see it. So that is how I am going to do it to the end. I'll pass it back in, then form my pleat this way and use my needle and thread to catch it just this way. Then I'll pass it back in this way, pass it back out, then I'll form my pleats. So this is where I'll do it. Fold, I'll keep folding, then I'll use my needle and thread to take it up, fold on top of each other, and use my needle and thread to take it up till I exhaust this whole organza. I get here, I will not finish the pleat. I will leave, by the time I get to the end here, I will leave like one pleat just down here. So I'm going to leave it just this way. I'm going to leave it this way. So I will not pleat the end. I'm leaving like 1.5 inch down, so you can mark 1.5 inch and stop your pleat. Okay, for the second way to do this, the second way, after I have done this, I will make sure that this is at the back just as usual. Then I will run loose stitch from the beginning to the end, and I'll make sure that my pleated part is at the middle, at the back. It's going to stay at the back, at the middle. So after you are done, you pull it. You can pull like this. So you pull, you check if your pulling is enough. Just check. Okay, sorry. So after you are done, you can check if your pulling is enough. Just this way. It's going to stand like a ruffle, just like this, just this way. So can you see? So either you do it this way or you do it this way. Done. Just check to see if it is accurate. If it is accurate, cut off the excess thread, then tack it at the end this way. Secure the thread, then you arrange your ruffle properly, adjust if necessary, then you make sure that there is a little space at the back, just like the way we did the first one, and all you need to do is tack the ruffle to the turban, secure it properly and tack it very well. Tack. So I'll finish it off camera so that the video will not be too bulky and be reduced. All you need to do is just to tack it, and you tack while hiding the thread so that your work can be neat. So guys, here is it. I have finished tacking it too, and doing the same weave for both. If you want a fuller one, you can still do one more to this side. So the next thing I will do is I'll fold it this way. I'll fold this way, then I will stitch from this end down to this end, then to the last part here. So I'll stitch straight down, then down like this. So here is it. After joining, I will just run a loose stitch from here after my band to the last end there. I will drag, then I will tack well to secure the thread. Also, you can run it again, but I'm not going to be running it again. I will just tack properly to secure the thread. And yes, we are done for the tutorial for today. Kindly subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell, and if this tutorial is helpful, share it. Kindly share to your friends and family that will need the tutorial. Have it this way. Let's go check it on the tummy. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.